Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Today we are drinking Super Bloom from Parish Brewing Company out of Broussard, Louisiana. Thank you for joining us.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. Be sure to like, subscribe, cheers, that notification bell. We would definitely appreciate that. It is free to do, costs you nothing, and yeah. I've got Andy in the attic. I've got Jay. I am Ben. What are we drinking this day, gentlemen?
The Parish Super Bloom. It is a
Blooming in your
double
face.
IPA. So, yet another one from Parish, but so good.
Yet another, and hopefully people will wise up, and hopefully you're in a state that can receive beer that ships
Oh my,
because
look
they
at
will
that.
deliver.
It's so pretty.
Ben, I like your flowery lights
It felt
to match
appropriate
the beer.
for tonight's
Yeah.
beer. So
Yeah,
I'd like to mix it up a little bit,
Same with this glass. It felt appropriate.
There you go. We're all doing our part. My pretty in pink shirt.
All right. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
This is a juicy dipper. 8%. Uses Citra and Nugget hops. And they're used to double dry hop. A favorite Parish IPA. They did not specify which of the favorite Parish IPAs that they did the double dry hopping to.
I think it's called Bloom. This is Super Bloom.
Okay. I would hope so. I didn't see that, and I haven't had it, and I haven't. So that's just the way.
The case.
That's what they coined it as, but they didn't specify. It just says a favorite Parish IPA.
Interesting.
So I'm
but
not.
Yeah, they have their standard IPA is, or one of their standards in the past has been Bloom.
Okay.
Which is just a 7% IPA that it's got over a 4.0 rating with 12,000 people rating.
See, I've not seen it, and we can't get it here. So I and I don't, and they don't post it on their, when they're like, especially on Instagram, they don't say, hey, check out Bloom. The only ones that we get here regularly are Dr. Juice and Ghost in the Machine.
Yep, same here. Those are your year rounds. Now I get a good bit of seasonals. We've had a bunch of those in the past on the show, and we'll have some more coming up. We've done a lot of the SIP series. We've done some of the drive-through series. We've done some of the Greetings from series. So
yeah, and I can still get Envy and Canebrake. So they're year rounds we get, but
yeah, I can't get those.
It's hit and miss
much.
on seasonals and limited releases we don't see, but seasonals and the mainstay sips we can get. I mean, year round they release Pinot Noir and Black Currant. It's I know where I can get that guaranteed throughout the year. But Super Bloom has a flavor profile, deep citrus and stone fruit. Let's see if we can pick out the stone fruit. Does anybody know what a Super Bloom is?
No.
It is a rare desert botanical phenomenon in the United States, seen in California and Arizona, typically. in which an unusually high proportion of wildflowers whose seeds have lain dormant in the desert soil, they germinate and they blossom at roughly the same time. And it's usually seen during an unusually wet rainy season. So you'll see those beautiful images of like just these wildflowers, like of all different colors across this, typically a desert, not just like a flat sandy desert. It's usually like an arid, hilly, foothills type of backdrop.
Wow.
Okay.
Sometimes they can be seen from space when they take those
cool.
images from like the space station.
It reminds me of a couple times I've flown. When you fly over the southeast, especially this time of year, Mississippi, Alabama, all Tennessee, I've sat next to people that are in the window seats, and they're looking out, and they're like, "It looks like there's snow everywhere." I'm like, "That's cotton."
Yeah.
It's cotton, and they have sprayed the defoliant, and it looks like just a field of white.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool from
Yeah.
the air.
Some of the beautiful images, like because one of the houses I lived at before this one, I would have to down the highway, cotton fields, galore. And when you get at night on like a full or very bright moon, clear sky, and it reflecting, off that those cotton fields, it's just a beautiful sight. It's it does. It looks like a snowy field.
Yep, it does. It's a beautiful thing. I drive past them a lot.
Well, that's it for the beer that I could dig up. Parish Brewing Company, Broussard, Louisiana. We've done it over and over and over, and we're going to keep doing it again because y'all make great beer, and so we're going to keep drinking and reviewing it.
Yeah, what was the first parish we did? Was it Brain Cake?
Brain Cake.
Yeah. So if you want to know more about Parish, that's the one to check out.
And we still haven't done Ghost of the Machine. I think that's going to be... We just can't do it now.
I mean, we've all had it, right? Ghost of the Machine is one beer we've all had. You just haven't. Yeah.
Almost all of us have had Super Bloom.
We have different variants of Ghost in the Machine that'll be coming up.
Mm-hmm.
That are in inventory. Just not the Ghost in the Machine.
All right. Who has had this one? We've all had it. Wow.
Oh, you had it too, Ben? Good for you for doing it.
Yes.
That's right. You had it on draft, right?
No, I didn't have it on draft.
Okay.
I had Hazy Snake Handler on draft as the IPA. It's the only IPA I've ever had on draft. I had it. I bought a 4-pack of this, and I've already had the other one. So,
wait, you made a false statement.
How so?
Snake Handler is the only hazy IPA you've ever had on draft.
It's the only IPA I've ever had on draft. Yes. On in my house, in my shed here,
I was like, what? I've sat next to you reviewing IPAs that were on draft.
No, sorry. Yes, no, it's the only keg I've ever bought. IPA keg.
The only keg he's owned of IPA is the Snake.
I see what you're saying. Yes, when you said I had it on draft, I thought you were talking about here. Sorry.
I didn't know if you were down at Barley's or something. Yeah. I didn't know if you had it down at Barley's or not.
No, I hadn't had it on draft that I know of. I've had it just. I typically don't get IPA. I mean, I'm only going to get an IPA on draft.
We know you.
The last thing, if it's one I haven't had.
But that is impressive that you could get the good people down there on draft.
Yeah. So,
and I'm impressed that Ben did it, being not the IPA guy.
Yeah, I mean that's a good one, right? So, it's one that's really great, and it's almost empty. I've had it now for about a month, so it needs to be empty at this point, but it's almost gone. All right, Jay, it's that time of the show.
I know. I get to go first. We've all had this. I've probably had it more than all of y'all because I've had, I don't know, 6 or 8 of these. But I'm going to jump in and go first. How about that, Ben?
Oh,
He's
that'd be
gonna win.
great.
Boom
That'd be great.
apples.
Yes.
Screw you,
Um,
man.
this is a really good beer. Another great offering by Parish. I would like to try the Bloom just to compare it and see what the difference is. This is obviously the Super Bloom, and this is the DIPA dry double dry hopping. Just does wonders to the beers and cuts down the bitters. Um, Great color, great smell, hazy. Um, it's not as creamy as some of the others we've had. It's a little bit more on the thin side there, but it's very floral, and I can pick up a little bit of what Andy was saying on the stone fruit side. Um, to me, it's another quality beer. It's going to be an 8.5. I really like it. Love the offerings that Parish has, especially on their IPA and their sour, their blender vice side. They know how to do those really well.
So 430 some odd shows in. How many times do you think Jay's gone first? We think that's like
92%.
no, come on.
I don't
It
know.
has to be over half.
I'd probably say somewhere around half.
It should be, theoretically it should be a third,
Should be.
33%.
Yeah, but Andy ends up talking the first half of the show, so I want to give him the break, and I get to sit and critique the beer and drink it and understand what I'm going to do and say, and let him have some time. So I'm
Yep.
good with that.
It's a good swirly glass.
Maybe we can throw that into the AI engine and let it tell us how many times Jay's gone first. That'd be cool to do. Process all that.
So what do you think, Ben?
Make AI watch all our videos and then see what it says about
Yeah, will shut us down.
um, yeah, I'll go next since Jay's calling me out here. No, I think this is a great beer. Having had it already, it was one that I was excited to review because, again, we kind of mentioned this before. If you've watched the show at all, you know that I get the label of not the IPA guy, not because I don't like IPA, it's just because it's my least favorite of the types,
Style of beer.
of the normal styles. It's the last one I'm going to reach for when I go to the store. But I do like a hazy, and this one is really good. It's another great beer from Parish. It's definitely for me. It's definitely the citrus, stone fruit. Maybe I get a flavor kind of on the back end that I don't really know what it is, and maybe that's the stone fruit piece of it. But all in all, I mean, having half this beer now at this point, it is so smooth. Does not feel like 8% at all. It goes down so easy. It's a great beer. 8.5 is my score on this one as well. Andy.
Mm. Yes, it is. It is very aromatic. It is like a flower, very floral. You definitely get that juiciness, and it's, I guess, like a nectarine type of flavor to it, as stone fruit maybe. But I like the citrus, and I'm with you, Jay. Anytime something's double dry hopped, it's gonna up the score. It is. I'm actually. I'm gonna score it even better than I did the first time. Maybe it's. I don't know which glass I did in the first time, but it is. The bouquet opens up and it improves it. I'm gonna make it a wall of fame. It's 8.5. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's the pink
This is
shirt.
it's a great beer. It should be called Superb Bloom.
There you go.
So maybe there was a typo. Superb Bloom. I don't know. So,
Well, when we send the certificate in, you can add that on there. Maybe handwrite it, put super,
Yeah.
and then handwrite the perv.
Parish needs to actually have a little space on their walls with all their Wall of Fame notifications from
Three?
Hopped Up Beer
Three
Review.
now? I think. Yeah, something like that.
Well, they share one with the other half with the
Right.
okra.
Okra. And then we have the sips.
Then, yeah, definitely a sips one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking what we need to do is we're going to make a trip down to Parish. We're going to take the certificates, the extra copies with us, right?
Yeah.
We'll put them in a
Yeah.
little frame, and then we'll just go up there and start
Yeah.
stacking them to the
original.
wall.
We'll just
Perhaps we should start with the
act like we
original.
belong there and start tagging
Yeah.
them up to the wall.
Start tagging them to the wall. Yeah. I think that would solidify us in our love of Parish at this point. So, Parish, if you're watching, and 3 guys come in that look like us with some certificates,
just let them do their
frames.
business.
Yeah,
just Parish,
let 'em go.
validate us, please. That's
Yeah,
all.
let 'em go. Screw Andy. That is going to be an 8.5 Wall of Fame beer for Super Bloom. Cue the fireworks. And that, yeah, it's going to be another
Bring
great
out the
one for
ticker tape
Parish.
parade.
We're gonna get that certificate printed out and sent to Parish. But even if they don't put it up, we're gonna make a trip down there and make sure it fits nicely on the wall and is displayed in a prominent location. So be on the lookout for that if you ever go to Parish.
Location.
That's right.
We have no idea what that place looks like.
Right above the toilet. Appreciate you checking out this video. If you see any Parish out in the wild, grab it. Do yourself a favor. Go ahead and get it. You will be happy you did. And if for some reason you're not, come tell us. You can check us out at social media links down below. You can join us in our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server. It's a chat room. Come tell us what you think of Parish. And we'd love to hear that and discuss that with you there. If you have any interesting Hopped Up Beer Review merch like shirts or glassware, koozies, that kind of thing, we got a link down below. You have any interest in any glassware that we may show on the show, like Andy's showing off there, or any of the hardware that we use for recording this show, we've got links down below also that you can check out for yourself. And with that, we cannot say enough how much we appreciate you checking out this video. Again, we enjoy doing this and have a lot of fun, as you hopefully can tell. Randy in the attic and Jay, I'm Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.